Hello everyone, this is Kesha and I want to wish each and every one of you a happy new year. Welcome to the year 2020. Welcome to the new decade where we put aside the differences amongst nations, where we put an end to the threat of nuclear war, put an end to the endless wars that have been ongoing, where we say once and for all that we were going to end the threat of fascism throughout the world. This year marks the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II, the end of fascism. We must ensure that that threat no longer rears its ugly head throughout our society and throughout humanity. In order to do this, we must embark upon a new mission for cooperation and peace and development throughout the world. We must embark upon a mission of unleashing the common aims of mankind, the creative powers of each and every human being on the planet. This means that we have to bring forth immediately the four-power solution to rid our nation and the world of the threat of geopolitics and to put an end to British imperialism. This means that we must once and for all unite around a common destiny for mankind. That common destiny is looking to the stars, unleashing the power of the age of reason. As the great economist and statesman Lyndon LaRouche said, there in the stars lies the long-awaited age of reason. We must look to the optimism and excitement that we see when human beings are given a glimpse at the future in store throughout the solar system, throughout the universe, when we put aside the idea that there are limitations to growth and look to the ideas of the great scientist and economist Lyndon LaRouche and Kraft Erica, who defied the ideas of limitations to growth, and understanding that humanity has a mission in the stars, in the solar system. Now, on this past year in 2019, we witnessed remarkable breakthroughs and milestones achieved. We saw the excitement of millions gathering throughout the world to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the first human beings to set foot on the surface of the moon and return safely to Earth, achieving the goal that had been set out by President John F. Kennedy. This year we witnessed the excitement of the first all-female spacewalk on the International Space Station. We saw the developments in terms of the twin studies that came after the one-year space mission of astronaut Scott Kelly and the studies that were completed between astronaut Scott Kelly and his twin brother Mark Kelly, and the effects of space on human physiology and human cognition, and how we address the effects of hazards in space. We also saw the continued development of working toward achieving the goal and the mission that has been set forth now more than 50 years later by President John F. Kennedy, of returning our nation to the surface of the moon. As President Trump has now declared that the United States will turn American astronauts to the moon in 2024. And this mission is continuing to drive forward as we are testing our equipment and spacecraft. We just had the completion of the core stage of the SLS rocket that will launch human beings, American astronauts, to return to the surface of the moon in 2024. And we now are going to see in the beginning of 2020 the graduation of the first class of astronauts from the class of astronauts selected in 2017 out of an applicant pool of over 18,000 applicants. And that class will graduate in the beginning of January of 2020. And this will be the first class of the Artemis mission that will be a part of the mission to launch the first woman and the next man to the moon by 2024. So we can see that there are remarkable milestones that have been met in the unleashing of mankind in the solar system. This is not a mission just for one country, but you see the development of similar missions going on throughout the world. We saw a continuation of the excitement of the first landing of a rover on the far side of the moon by the nation of China and the Chinese Space Agency, where no other nation had made such an accomplishment. And we continue to see the progress of the nation of China working to advance the scientific discoveries in our solar system. And as we look forward to the year of 2020, unleashing new profound discoveries in space exploration, we are excited to know that 4 nations will launch Mars missions in the year of 2020. The U.S. Space Agency, NASA, and you will have a joint mission between the ESA and Roscosmos, and you will also have a mission launched from China to Mars, and a mission that will be launched from the United Arab Emirates. So we dedicate this year to peace and cooperation throughout the world. We dedicate this year as the year of unleashing the creative powers of mankind. We dedicate this year to the year where nations come together around a common mission. We dedicate this year as the year where we unleash the scientific and creative powers of mankind through a crash program initiated by the great economist Lyndon LaRouche to unleash the power of fusion power, to unleash the economic and creative powers of all of humanity by putting an end once and for all to poverty, putting an end to the threat of wars. We dedicate this year as the year of Lyndon LaRouche and Beethoven.